Hello folks, welcome to Legacy IAS. In today's video, we will be discussing a current affair topic. Okay, so what is it that we are going to be talking about? We are going to be talking about one nation, one subscription. Okay, under this we will be discussing about what is this one nation, one subscription scheme. Okay, present scenario pe what is happening with regard to the scheme that they have brought changes. Now the thing is key objectives of the scheme. Then we will be discussing about the implementation authority. Then we will be speaking about the significance, vision, and lastly we will end it up with the possible mains question from this topic for UPSC perspective. Alright, let us get started. Now, today morning your Prime Minister Narendra Modi had tweeted stating about the launch of one nation, one subscription. So, your Press Information Bureau had left out this information regarding Cabinet approves one nation, one subscription. We will see what does this state in your PIB or Press Information Bureau. Look at this. The Prime Minister in his address to the nation from the ramparts of Red Fort on 15th August 2022 has pointed out that the importance of research and development, research and development in the country in the Amrit Kal. He had given the clarion call of Jai Anusandhan. Jai Anusandhan, further down also we will discuss what this is. As of now, let us just read and then I will explain what it is. The NEP, National Education Policy 2020, has also identified research as a core requisite for outstanding education and development in the country. So, here when we say Jai Anusandhan, it is to do and foster research and development. Alongside your National Education Policy of 2020. Both of this National Education Policy of 2020 and Research and Development forms one of the key components of your Viksit Bharat. Further on we will discuss what Viksit Bharat is also. The establishment of Anusandhan National Research Foundation by the Government of India was a step in this direction. Look at this. The NEP 2020 has also identified research, we have discussed on that. Look at this. In response to the vision of making India Atmanirbhar, self-sufficient and Viksit Bharat at 2047, like I mentioned, Viksit Bharat. See, India has plans to become a developed country by 2047 or New India or Naya India by 2047. Why do we want to become a developed entity? And that too, why at 2047? Because we hit a centenary. India gains 100 years of independence. To mark that, and the progress to be oriented with that goal, Viksit Bharat 2047 also at the same lines of India Atmanirbhar Bharat. To tie this all up together, the remnants of your National Education Policy is also added in this. Further down we will connect all these things. The Union Cabinet approves one nation, one subscription scheme to provide, now we will be speaking about what is this one nation, one subscription, according to the words of your Press Information Bureau. One nation, one subscription scheme to provide countrywide access to international high impact scholarly research articles and journal publications to students, faculty and researchers of higher educational institutions. Now, these are the keywords of your one nation, one subscription scheme. What is this? Countrywide access to research articles and journals for students, faculties, researchers of your higher education institution managed by a central government and state government, which means government bodies, okay, government run institutions, okay, and research development institutions of central government, okay. The initiative will open a gold mine of knowledge available to top quality scholarly journals to nearly 1.8 crore students. So, the benefactors of this particular scheme is to, okay, the target audience or the impact of this particular scheme is oriented at 1.8 crore students will be benefiting from this particular scheme, okay. 1.8 crore students, faculty, research and scientists of all disciplines including those in tier 2 and tier 3 cities. This is very important with specific, okay, impact the students, faculty, yes, researchers, etc., but more stress on tier 2 and tier 3 cities, okay, thereby encouraging core as well as interdisciplinary research. Okay, these are all the keywords in this scheme. Next. Yes. Look at this. A total of 30 major international journal publishers have been included in One Nation, okay. A total of 30 major international journal publishers have been included in One Nation, One Subscription. 13,000 e-journals will be published by these publishers, will now be accessible to more than 6,300 government higher education institutions, okay, and R&D institutions, okay. Access to journal will be provided through a national subscription coordinated by Information and Library Network, that is InfLibNet, okay. This center is in your Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Okay, an autonomous, okay, in the university center. Now, this is the one that is overlooking, okay, 2 or 3 more institutes presently also, before the scheme also. This is the one common agency which will look into these matters, okay. A total of almost 6,000 crores, okay, has been allocated for One Nation, One Subscription. So, the budget allocation for this scheme is 6,000 crores, okay, and this is for 3 calendar years of 2025, 2026 and 2027, okay, and this is a central sector scheme, okay. More importantly, look at this. One Nation, One Subscription is a timely step in establishing India in the global research ecosystem, okay, by bringing, okay, ease of doing research to students, faculty and research, okay. So, this is the information that we have garnered from the PIB, okay. So, this is the proposed system of your One Nation, One Subscription, okay. So, this is the proposal, yes. Now, we will see how is it done presently, that is before the scheme comes into picture, what is there in India presently that this was brought about. Look at this. Present times pay, your higher education institutions, okay, almost have, okay, the compilation of journals from 10 different libraries which are under the administrative control of various ministries, okay. So, each time they have to have access to any one of them, okay. Initially what used to happen was, okay, they used to subscribe to the same content different universities again and again, which led to over subscription, first thing. Second thing, if the budget of the university was not enough to subscribe to the journals, what used to happen was duplication of journals would take place, okay, and it was in such a manner that, okay, there was no easy or one path access to all of the journals. It was very clumsy. Understanding? Look at this. The subscription to several journals, okay, had to be made individually by different institutes. First thing, the subscription, either it would become over subscription or under subscription. Second condition would lead to duplication of journals, okay. Third thing is, many of the journals had to be subscribed individually, okay, by different institutes. This was giving more cost, okay, this was having more cost impetus compared to one common platform if they had. Now presently also we have InfLibNet or your Information Library Network Center, again in your Gandhinagar, which used to overlook 2 or 3 universities ka. But now with this scheme, this will look into the overall complete scheme. Okay, full details we will discuss further. Okay, this was the present scenario. Over subscription, under subscription, duplication of journals, again individually have to subscribe to journals. Okay. So this issue, to deal with this and also provide quality access to journals to both urban as well as rural. Okay, that is why they mentioned tier 2, tier 3 cities also. Okay. So one common platform need to be there where one common, okay, collection pay, you will have access to almost 13,000 journals. Understanding? What universities have to do is just register it, that is it. Okay. So that was the idea of your one nation, one subscription. Okay. Now, look at this. Access to high impact scholarly articles. Now we will be discussing about your one nation, one subscription in detail. Okay. Access to high impact scholarly articles, journals for students, researchers and faculty members, okay, across government managed higher education institutions and R&D institutions. This is going to be, okay, starting from January 1st, 2025. Okay, the first phase has been rolled out now. Okay. Now, the said scheme, that is your one nation, one subscription, as we have discussed in your Press Information Bureau details itself, it is in consonance with Viksit Bharat, National Education Policy and Anusandhan National Research Foundation, okay, for fostering a research driven learning environment. Okay. So, the goal of the government is already aligning with these three. Okay. This is more of coherent, this is more holistic. Look at this. What are the key objectives of the scheme? One nation, one subscription. Subscription to more than 13,000 international e-journals, okay, published from 30 publishers. Okay. It fosters and promotes interdisciplinary research, okay, with special focus to tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Okay. Look at this. The more specific features, if we now start getting into the specifics, what this will do is, it will aid in unified access, okay, throughout the country. And second thing, this will create a national subscription model, meaning what? A central payment coordinated by InfLibNet, okay, to major international publishers such as your Elsevier Science, Springer Nature, okay, Wilsley Black, okay. So, all these publishers will be brought together, okay, and it will be a central payment coordinator system where again one thing is, when both center as well as state have one subscription, okay, this will lead to a more effective bargaining, from the publishers. Okay, this will lead to more of effective bargaining from the publishers, that is the center and state will have a leverage. Okay. Now, we discussed almost 13,000 journals will be brought under this. Okay. So, now the question was asked, what if any institutes need something that is more than, which is not there in this 13,000. So, at that point of time the institutes will have to subscribe to them individually. Understanding? Another thing is, okay, this will, okay, your one nation, one subscription will replace individual and fragmented subscription models, okay, and this will be more cost efficient, like we discussed. It is under subscription, over subscription, duplication of copies, and then time and again each institute, okay, research organization will keep on trying to do, and then it is just bringing up the costs more. So, in this way it will become more cost effective and efficient. Okay. The benefit will be reaped by both all the cities, that is why we mentioned specific to tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Okay. Duplication of journal subscriptions can be avoided. Okay. Reduce the expenditure on overlapping resources. Yes. And another thing is this will lead to better bargaining power. Okay. Who is the implementation authority? Okay, this whole scheme will be overlooked by your Department of Higher Education, whereas the periodic reviews and your author publications etc. will be looked in by your Anusandhan Research Foundation. Okay, but in the whole, all of this, okay, universities which will be brought together and have a common outlook as to, okay, the access etc. will be looked after by your Implemnet. Okay, which will serve as the implementing agency for your one nation, one subscription. Okay. So, by bringing this particular scheme, what is the significance or what is the impact? Okay. First thing is your national education policy and your one nation, one subscription are fostering your research synergy. They are bolstering the concept of research and development, okay, which will lead to India becoming a research hub, okay, through collaboration and fostering the concept of innovation through research and development. And one more thing is, look at this, this is what we have been mentioning when we also speak about your tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Quality sources will be available to rural and backward areas, and this will bridge the knowledge gap. Okay, which means access to quality education, and this is realized, access to quality education is realized to Now, when we mention access to quality resources, what we are mentioning is, like we kept speaking about, duplication of journals, or because the institutes cannot, okay, subscribe to the journals, they have to look into the alternative, etc. For these kind of things, when a uniform model is there where resources are applicable to all of India, this will promote and aid, okay, and bridge the gap between your urban and rural divide. Okay. And one more thing is, it will promote research excellence, which means, see, this one nation, one subscription will bring in the people from education, research and development, okay, into the forefront. This was one of the main things that was discussed as to when this common platform comes into picture, okay, the government will have an account as to what journals have been accessed, okay, how is the frequency of the access journal. Based on that, okay, in the long run they will be able to use it in the policy making or build the policy, which will be very much essential for the nation building. Okay, this is one of the main principles and one of the outcomes which will come through this centralization of subscriptions. Okay. So, based on this, okay, let us say the scheme rolls out, what is the future that we are seeing is, we see inclusive and equitable access to knowledge, okay, and we are addressing systematic disparities, yes, and investing in your research infrastructure, which is very much known that time and again we will be discussing India needs to invest more in R&D. So, this is one of the first step towards it, okay. When we have said that 6,000 crores of budget has been invested on this, this is again one of the ways for investing in your research infrastructure, okay. Now, we will see what possible mains questions could come from this, okay. Look at this, there are two versions how these questions can be seen. First thing is, how does one nation one subscription policy align with national education policy, okay. Here they are asking about, like we kept speaking about Vikshit Bharat, one nation one subscription is in alignment with, okay, your national education policy, Anusandhan Research Foundation, yeah. Why is because again time and again when you say national education policy, okay, they are not about only your conventional mode of knowledge or alongside your foundational literacy, okay, alongside your foundation literacy, the national education policy also lays and highlights the impact of core functioning knowledge or inquisitive knowledge, which is very much, okay, the essence or basis of your research and development, okay, which will lead to questioning, which will lead to, okay, looking things in other dimension rather than your basic or your common concept of by hearting stuffs, okay. Discuss the potential impact on higher education in India, okay. So, you will have to highlight about your national education policy 2020 and how this, okay, one nation one subscription is on consonance with this, okay, which together will lead us towards your Vikshit Bharat or Atmanirbhar Bharat. Okay, self-sufficient India. One second. Okay. The next question, how can the one nation one subscription policy contribute to the development of knowledge based economy in India? Okay, this is where we brought in the concept of your tier 2, tier 3 cities. Okay, you will also mention your statistics about the percentage of okay, India contribution especially in R&D and the role of women etc. is almost 1%, okay, and also the percentage of India, okay, reaching to the STEM in research and development is becoming very less, rather it is leading to brain drain, which means instead of doing research and development here, people the brains are migrating, yeah, to other countries. So, all this, okay, will be highlighted, and then how this particular one, that is one nation one subscription, will be able to address these challenges, okay. And also look at this development of knowledge based economy, okay, that is your R&D. If India has to become a global, okay, leader in R&D through your collaboration, okay, so that means first of all they have to retain, okay, and further they have to provide the adequate access, yes. So, one nation one subscription is a path on that way, okay. This is how we will be discussing, understanding, okay. Hope you have understood up until here. We have reached the end of content. This is brought to you by your faculty Sushma. Now, if you do like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.